Well, I'll tell you what, the humidity feels like it's 100%, but I know it's in the 90s. We had a pretty hard rain last evening, and now everything out here in the jungle is just steamy. But I wanted to take a break from riding for a minute. I wanted to explain something to people who may not know. But the trailhead's up this way right now. That's actually the start of the extension that was built a couple years ago. The old trail, believe it or not, used to run right up here, and it'd be like a little bench and then a little climb. So it was actually pretty fun. But what this did was take away everything that this trail leads to, which is probably a good distance. I'm not sure the distance, but it's adding a good 2 to 3 minutes to your ride. So when I get to this point, I'll turn around and show you where we were. There's a bench cut and a hill right over here. That bench cut is where we'll go ahead and have a little discussion, all right? In the meantime, humidity or not, let's go. This is a little tricky part of the trail. The trail comes from over here. You got a little kicker right here. Takes your momentum away. If you have too much momentum, you're going to get thrown to the outside, and that tree is going to sit there and wait for you. That's a bad thing. And then you've got to make an even quicker turn, and then you got a big root right here. That takes away more momentum. So you're dropping down a few gears once you come around this bend, because now you got a gradual climb coming up here as we head into the back part of the trail. It's tricky, but it's fun. Okay, downshift, let's go! Yeah, I'd say the humidity is a little high. Man, I'm just swallowing right now. It's not the heat, it's just I can't keep water in me, so I'm gonna have to hydrate here in a little bit. Oh, you gotta love Florida. Even at the end of it's the end of April. I just heard up in New York somewhere, it's like they're expecting snow. Look at this, I'm shoveling sand. They're shoveling snow. What's fun about the bridge is you have about an 8 to 10 foot descent, and you bottom out kind of hard right here, so you have to be ready for it. But then you climb the bridge that comes up, over, and then we're going to come around this way, and we're going to eventually get on the trail right here and continue out. And here's what I was talking about a few minutes ago. Here's the bench cut here, because the extension now comes out here. Because if you remember, that's where I was standing before, and the extension actually enters right there. But here's the step up. This is the old trail. It used to come through here, small step up again, and the trail is right there. But now we put another little extension that goes up and loops around and now comes out this way. Nice addition to Armadillo, I gotta say. And here's the trail's final leg. I call this one the Kraken because there's so many roots, they look like a bunch of tentacles that come out. and try to grab you, the bike, the wheel, everything. But that's just a clue of what's coming. Beware the cracking. If I don't time my pedal stroke correctly, I'm going to be hitting some of these roots. It's going to cause me to go into the woods, usually over the bars, which I'm not too keen of. But we got a pretty long segment coming up of nothing but roots. I'll try to video a little bit of it, but you're going to see that bike's going to be bouncing around. Right away, we got those roots. Got to be careful too, because some of them are at 45 degrees and your tires slip. And you combine that with the brown ice, it'd be pretty hairy. Here's some here. Here's some more. Some more. And even more. You really can't get flow. Between the root clusters, you might pick it up a little bit, but nuts. I always pick the wrong line right there. Some more. Some more, and even more. We'll get through them. Keep that momentum going. Hopefully roll right over them. Here's more. More. And we're coming to the end here pretty soon. Here's more. And the cracking's over. We're on the last leg, coming to the end of the trail. So there's a taste of Angry Armadillo. You know, a lot of people ask where Chuck Lennon gets its elevation from. And I know it's not like anything we get up in the Appalachian Mountains or that we get out west. I know that, I get that. And you know, we're called flatlanders for a reason. However, we're lucky down here in Florida, because you have places like Alafaya and Bomboyette down by the Tampa area. And up here you have Chuck Lennon, right, in the Daytona area or the DeLand, Florida area. And what's unique about all of those trails is they're all the result of mining back in the day, like in the 1920s. Down south in the Tampa area, it was more phosphates. Up here in Chuck Lennon, it was clay. And those excavations give us our black diamond trails and our red trails, because we have some pretty steep drops and then we have some pretty sheer climbs. Although they're short, they will gas you. They will really make you tired, and they work you the whole trail. So, you know, mountain biking isn't all about downhill. I get that. I love watching it. I really do. The urban downhills from South America, could watch them all day. But most of us ride cross country. And when you look at it that way, then Chuck Lennon has a lot to offer, from Screaming Hawk to Angry Armadillo. I showed you Possum the other day. Awesome Possum. We'll get to the other trails soon. But it's just a flavor. It's just a hint that if you come down here to ride Chuck Lennon, I think you'll have a good time. Especially if you're out of state and it's wintertime. We have a lot of riders come down here during the wintertime, and they are absolutely impressed with the mountain biking we have here in Florida. They questioned it, but they were pleased whenever they found out that yes, we actually do have some incredible credible trails. And from Chuck Lennon, right? What they call the theme parks of mountain biking. Just west of us in 1 hour is Santos. So that's all. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this video down for the day. It's about 4:45. I looked at my phone. It is 85 degrees out and humidity is very high. So I'm gonna hydrate. I think I'm done for the day, but there is always tomorrow. So if there's anything you liked about this video, please, a thumbs up would be appreciated and a subscription would be awesome. So in the meantime, take care. Thanks for joining the channel and we'll see you next time.